Welcome back to JTMJ Crafts, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going, everybody? Today, we are working on a Pride event painting with hashtag DP June Pride 2022. I had to think about that one for a second. Yes, Sister Angie from Angie's Diamond Painted Adventures, Sister Rose Prophet Creations, and Christopher Kalasa, a brother from another mother, are hosting this event, and I was like, let me go find me a little snacky to work on. I think I might like that, a change in a painting. This does have quite the illusion going on with it, and once I get into this area, it is going to be a bit more color blocking, but I'm working on it in one section across, and I was like, you know what, I'm going in hot, I'm going in heavy. So how's your guys' week so far? I hope it is fantastic. Today, sorry, let me turn my hat backwards before I bunk you again. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize I had my hat facing forward. If anybody knows me by now, I wear a hat 24/7. Yeah, it's just something about a hat. I like hats. I know a lot of people said, "Oh, the hat will ruin your hair." My hair is long, luscious, and just thriving for life over here. So there's nothing wrong with my hair. I wear a hat every day, all day, and it's called taking care of your hair. Now, my dad, on the other hand, he did wear a hat all the time, and he went bald. But I can't blame that on my dad, because your hair side of your gene comes from your grandfather's side of the family. My grandfather's side of the family is a full head of hair, like to the T. My dad's papa's side of the family, bald. So luckily, I got from my papa's side of the family, so I got long, luxurious hair. People keep asking me, am I cutting my hair? Am I donating my hair? What are you doing with your hair, Jeremy? And I'm like, right now, I'm about ready to cut it. But no, I'm not. I'm to the point where I know, you called it. I'm starting to get a little hot. Just a little bit. A little hot. So, in honor of California weather, we get an average, a wide array of weather. So, over the weekend, it was 70 degrees, and then the next day it was 62 degrees, and it poured down rain, like dumped buckets down upon us. So that was nice. But then today it's 100. Tomorrow is supposed to be 106. By the end of the week, it's supposed to be even hotter. And I'm like, this hair might get cut. But no, it's not. I keep telling myself, you should go get your hair trimmed. Just trim it off a couple inches. It'll help keep you a little cooler. No, I'm not listening to my brain. So, if things sound a little bit differently today, is because I'm using a new microphone. This new mic I bought is pretty badass, I must say. I can use it on my laptop or on my phone, and I was like, what? Let me try this. Let's see how well this works. And I was playing around with it today, doing some recording and testing, and I was like, all right, I had this thing plugged in for like 45 minutes, and it only drained my battery about 20%, I think it was. Right around 20%. So I was like, I could probably record a whole whip and chat and use this mic, and you guys can hear me whisper and can do ASMR diamond painting. Are you guys ready? Let's go. No, I'm not doing any ASMR. I do like watching ASMR videos, but today we're gonna get into talking a little bit about Trapper. Trapper's been in a little bit of a funk, y'all. Trapper needs some of y'all's love and attention and some prayer sent his way, because this dog is going through the worst of it right now. I'm stressed out, if you don't know. I'm very stressed out. My baby's not doing good right now, and there's nothing worse that stresses me out than Trapper being down, and I can't help him. Literally, I can't help him. I don't know what is wrong with him. I have called 5 veterinarians in my town. 3 of them had openings. One of them being my normal vet I go to that has seen Trapper since he was a baby. Wednesday, next week. And I'm like, fuck. Are you kidding me? And they're like, you can call someplace else and see if you get an opening. If you do, let us know. We'll open that spot back up to somebody else. And I was like, okay, thank you. But I put me in the books for that spot, because I would prefer to go to my own vet than have to go and try to find some new vet and explain to him what's going on when my vet already knows pretty much everything about my dog. It's like trying to find a new doctor for yourself. I've had my own doctor for, oh God, like 44 years. I've had this doctor since I was 5 months old. And I love him to death, because he's a really close friend that I've had a blast getting to know. But it's a pain in the ass, because when you actually are hurting every day to do, life things, you have to get your ass up and still go to work, but you're just absolutely hurting. And I was talking about a vet. The doctor kind of looks at you and laughs at you in the face and tells you that you don't know what pain feels like. And I'm like, excuse me? Do you want to feel what pain feels like? I will show you what pain feels like. Don't tell me I don't know what pain feels like. That's the wrong move. I'm sorry. So, anyways, back to Trapper for the time being. My boy has got an ear infection, I think. But the more and more I look at it, the more and more I think he's got ear mites. And the reason I say that is just because he's got a bunch of little scabs on the edges of, like this is his ear, and like this is the opening of the ear, and like this is the flap going around. Like all through here, it's got a bunch of little bites and little scabs all over it. And I was like, what the hell? What is this? I didn't notice this like a week ago or 3 or 4 days ago. So right now he's got a bunch of scabs through here. This back side where the flap comes out, this spot right here where the flap comes down over top of his ear, it's about this big, and it's about this thick. And I'm like, what the fuck? What can I do for my dog? Everything I've looked at, trying to see what could possibly help him in the situation that he's going through right now, since I can't get him to the vet for another few days, week, whatever it is from now. I'm like, what can I do for my dog? I look it up. Everybody says it's ear mites. You need antibiotics and ear mite medication. So not much I can really do at this time. I did call the vet that used to be his puppy vet, and they basically said if it's an emergency, I can come in, but it's $500 for an emergency call. And I'm like, I ain't got $500. I just paid like $1,000 in freaking bills. If I would have known this was gonna happen, I wouldn't have paid some of my bills so I could make sure my dog was taken care of. Get out of my way. So I'm a little irritable because I am super worried about my dog right now. The frick? Sorry. That was my tablet. I didn't realize that the notifications were on. So yeah, that's how my day has been. I noticed his ear on Sunday. I got up Sunday morning and I was laying in bed, and he came up and jumped into bed and came in and laid on my chest like he does practically every morning when I get up. He comes in and bombards me on my chest, and he's like, "Oh, hi, Dad." And usually I'll sit there and I give what I call a brain massage. So basically I'll just sit there and like massage his brain. Dogs love it, and it's actually very, very healthy and good for you to massage your dog's brain. Trust me, they will love you for this. Trapper absolutely loves it. So I start giving him what I call a brain massage, and I go to his ear, and I start massaging like in his ear, and he's like giving me that noise like rah, 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 like he was totally enjoying the ear rubbings as well. And that's when I found the big old bulge in his ear, and I was like, what the hell are you? Like, what are you doing in my dog's ear here? Can you, excuse me, are you paying rent to, like, stay on my dog over here? Or, like, what the hell is going on? You can't just come here and do what you want. This is my dog. So, yeah, I've been super stressed out, worried about Trapper, because he just does not look happy at all. I did have ear medicine for ear infection, because at first I thought it was ear infection. So I started treating him for the ear infection. And then when I started noticing these little bites in his ears, and I was like, oh crap, I think he's got ear mites. And that would explain why his ear is swollen up as big as it has, because ear mites will do that to dogs' ears. So I told the lady at my vet, I was like, Jennifer, please, please put me at the top of the call list if somebody cancels. And she's like, I got you, Jeremy. I was like, yes, thank you, Jennifer. Now, Jennifer's my idol. And the reason why I say this is because Jennifer's got hair down to her ankles, and I've always wanted to grow my hair as long as hers and go in there and be like, ha, see, I can do it too. Just because she said when I first met her, like when I first started taking my animals out there, like back in probably the, sheesh, I say it's early 80s, she's had long hair. She still has the long hair. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's like a strawberry blonde. And she's a pretty tall chick. She's probably like 5'8", 5'9", something like that. And her hair is long, thick, good lord, thick with all the C's. Just get them all. So yeah. My new goal for my hair is to grow my hair to as long as hers, so I can go in there and be like, ha, I did it. Because she said, oh, you'll get tired of it. You're a guy. You'll get tired of it. Nope. Told you. I ain't gonna get tired of it. Never. Never. I'm gonna keep it long and strong. Y'all, so I guess that's enough talk about Trapper for the moment. Y'all, I found this post on the old YouTubes and I posted it to shoot. Oh, my community tab on YouTube. So if you guys ever see the community tab, you just go to my channel and you slide over like 2 or 3 bars and it says community tab. Right there, I posted this post about Jack Sparrow. It's the funniest shit you'll ever want to see. I laughed my ass off. Oh, WW just messaged me back. Y'all, if you are interested in joining Patreon, it is a good time to do that because it is around the 1st of the month. And I do what did I do with my color? Did I leave it sit out? Did I put it back? What was I working on? I was working on 15. 15. I don't see my, where'd my baggie go? Oh, it's over there. It's like losing drugs. It's like, where'd it go? What was I talking about? Oh, we were doing 15, which is J for Jeremy. Oh, yeah, so it's a scene out of Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's of him and his, I guess, girlfriend in the movie, or wannabe girlfriend in the movie, and he takes, in this little scene, he takes her, and he throws her down on the beach, and then gives her a single shot pistol, and says, here's a single shot. And she's like, what am I supposed to do? Shoot myself before I starve? And then it goes on, and it's absolutely freaking hilarious. I'll remember to put it in the description box if you would like. I'll just put the link down below. I absolutely laughed my ass off for a good 20 minutes because it was redone as like a skit between Jack and Amber Heard. Oh my lord, it was hilarious. I'm still laughing from that. All right, let's get into a new color. New color. Let's go with H. H is number 14. The only thing I don't like about this kit is the bags go off of the number here. The number of bags. So number 1 is number 1. But number 1 is number 1. So, like, if we go down here, number 10 is C, which is, it's confusing as all hell. So I just gotta remember to look at this number, look at the what's here, and then be like, okay, H is what I'm looking for. 14. 14. It's kind of a pain in the ass. So, whoever this Amazon seller was, put some better labels on your baggies. That would be awesome. Oh, wait. There. Some ASMR drill shaking. Oh, man. I need some sleep. I am running light on the sleep just because Trapper's been in such a poopy little stage right now. He scared me today, y'all. He scared me. I came home from work. He was in the bathroom, sound asleep. I came home from work. He didn't hear me. And I was like, Trapper? Trapper, where are you? Trapper. And then I whistled for him, which I'm not going to do because I'm sure that's probably very loud for you. But I whistled for him, still didn't come. And then I yelled, Trap. And he come out of the bathroom, sat in the hallway, like straight down. You can like stand in the hallway of the kitchen and look straight down to my bedroom, and he was just standing there looking at me. And then he got all excited and come running out. I think he was just sleeping. Just a sleeping little baby. Oh, sorry. I just elbowed the microphone. So yeah, Patreon, let's talk about Patreon for a second. Because a lot of people have asked me, how does Patreon work? How do you do things with Patreon? So basically, Patreon is a monthly donation to the channel. It's just done through Patreon because they don't take nearly as much as what YouTube takes. They take a small commission for their platform, which is completely understandable. We're using a free platform to try to run some extra stuff for you guys. So Patreon is a subscription monthly. You can sign up for 1 month or multiple months, however you would like. The donation amount is up to you. I have tiers set up for my Patreons, but you can literally go into, like, say you can just pick the bottom tier, and you can pick the bottom tier, and then when it goes to the checkout portion of it, and you actually go through and you put in your payment processing information, you can enter the amount that you want. You don't have to go with the amount that is selected from the tier. So that's a way for you guys to change it if you would like to change it. I do a monthly giveaway in the Patreon, plus I also do a gift box when you sign up. Your name gets put into like a random wheel, and when your name is drawn, I work up some resin goodies for you, a wood burn, and just send you a nice little goodie box of things. Now, I'm not saying that just for you to sign up so you can get a goodie box worth of stuff, because that's not what it's about. It's about coming and supporting the channel of your favorite creator, and a lot of us creators on YouTube actually have Patreon. I'm actually a member of a Patreon to a few other creators, so go check out your other fellow creators. Check out their Patreons. If you're supporting me on Patreon, I appreciate it, and I'm sure they would probably appreciate it too. And I understand if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. I mean, I have somebody that's a Patreon, and she chooses her own tier, and she gives me $1 a month. And I'm like, cool, thank you. Thank you very much. But I'm about ready to put some changes into effect on my Patreon as soon as I hit, because right now everybody kind of just gets free roam of Patreon, and I try to put up a video, some sort of video throughout the week of diamond painting, wood burning, native beading, resin, so forth. And then every Saturday I put up a Patreon vlog, which is about an hour to 2 hours long of me vlogging. And basically, you get to see, you don't get to see me, but you get to see my animals. Like, I show you all the animals. And sometimes I work on projects with you, sometimes I cook with you. It's just all depends on what I'm doing and how I want to do things. Like, I change it up randomly. But that's Patreon. And how you get notification from Patreon is email. I know for a lot of people, email is kind of hard. I know it's kind of hard for me too, because sometimes you get a bunch of emails and you just like slide them off your phone and you don't look at them very well. Yeah, I've missed out on a couple of different Patreon live streams that I'm Patreons to people that when they go live, I completely just slid across it, like not even paying attention to it. And then I was like, the next day I was like, crap, they went live? So yeah, that's the only down thing about that. I wish they would send out a actual notification. I noticed now, Twitch sends out an email notification. Facebook sends out an email notification. I'm like, what happened to the just good old notification pops up on your phone? Boom, Facebook. Boom, YouTube. Bing, Twitch. Why do you gotta switch everything to email? I don't like it, because half the time emails, I'll look at them real quickly and be like, I'll deal with that later. Swipe out of my hair. Don't worry about it. That's the only downfall. My opinion. That's the only downfall. Are you okay? He's over here and he's stretching. I thought he was messing with his ear, but he's just stretching. Being a goober boy. So, my week so far has been very well. I hope you guys have all had a wonderful week so far. It is Hump Day, Payday Wednesday. I enjoy my Wednesdays, although I gotta save my coin now. I was gonna go buy a couple of things because I'm caught up on all my bills. I was like, yes, I'm gonna go buy me a new chair. Found this badass camouflage chair. I'm gonna go buy it. And then now I gotta save my coin because I gotta take my dog to the vet. I'm like, yeah, go figure. As soon as you get, you think you're somewhat ahead, or you're somewhat, and like, oh, I don't have nothing going on this week for bills. Let's go ahead and pay a couple extra bills. So next month or next week, the bill load's not gonna be so much. And then something happens, and it's like, well, frick. But they did say that they have if I need to take him in for the emergency surgery, or not the emergency surgery, jeez Louise, the emergency, vet, they do have a, what is it? What am I thinking of? Oh, it's a, animal credit card. So it's it's a credit card that only works for animals in veterinarian hospitals. So I was like, oh, you guys have that? And she's like, yeah, we can pre-approve you real quick if you want. So they said I was pre-approved if I wanted it. And I was like, well, if it gets any worse than what it is right now, which today it's not very bad. His ears cleaned up. It's just swollen. I just gotta figure out how to get that swelling down. So I may end up and take him in and get that taken care of on the credit card. That way I know he's okay, because I don't like it when my baby's not feeling good. Alright, I think I have done all of this color. Let me take a peek real quick. It's so hard to tell. Anyways, so let's find another color. Let's find another color. Let's go S. It's like a burnt orange, which is kind of a cool color. I've always liked burnt orange. I've always liked orange. Good lord, look at the sparkle on that canvas, y'all. It's so sparkly. So I finally got some wood in for some diamond painting fun. Jeez Louise. I finally got some wood in for some wood burning. So I have one wood burn I have to make for a giveaway for the Pride event. I offered making a wood burn of the Pride flag and coloring it in and giving that away to one lucky winner. And then after that, I am done. I'm not donating any more wood burns anytime soon. I got a lot of other things I gotta catch up on. With my Patreons especially, because I need to get some things sent out. I need to get some things finished up. And yeah, so oh crap, what was I just gonna talk about? I just had it in my man, I hate that. Like it pops into my brain like, oh yeah, you gotta talk about this, and then the next thing you know, it's poof out the other ear. Poof. I'm so high I can speak Swahili. My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. God, that song is so stuck in my head. So anyways, let's see. I don't know what I was going to talk about. I had something to talk about and I completely fumbled that one up. Let's see. Mary Jane's got a death wish this week, you guys. An absolute death wish. Well, actually, I can't say this week, but the last, like, couple of weeks. For some reason, she thinks she owns the foot of the bed now. So, anytime Trapper jumps up on the bed, she attacks him. And he is, like, he goes to jump up on the bed, and if she's there, he will come to the side of the bed and then jump on the bed because he's afraid of her. She is going to lash out at him, and he's not going to like it. He tried to get in bed last night, and she was practically blocking the foot of the bed and was not letting him get on the bed, so he came to the side of the bed, And as soon as he came to the side of the bed and jumped up onto the bed, she came across and went to go to attack him. And I'm like, I stick my foot up. I'm like, get your butt back over on your side of the bed and stop it. He can come up here too. So now she thinks that that foot of her bed is her bed. It's her bed. And I'm like, no, woman, it's not your bed. It's my bed. You're just lucky you get to sleep in it. So I go to give Trapper a treat the other night, and actually the last couple of nights, and for some reason he goes to walk away to eat the treat because he knows Mary's gonna come and attack him because she thinks it's supposed to be her treat, and then it's her bed, and he's standing in the footing of her bed, and she wants him gone. And I'm just like, I stick my foot up again. I'm like, stop it. Children, you both can sit in this bed with Dad and not have a field day about giving each other grief. We all get along in this house. If you don't, you can kick rocks, okay? You got it? You got it. Okay, good. Good, good, good. So yeah, I've about had it with Mary. I ended up kicked her off the bed last night because all Trapper wanted to do is come up on the bed and lay down and go to sleep because all the lights rolled off. And about 1:30 in the morning, I turned the light off. I was like, okay, I need to go to bed. I've been up way too freaking late. So I clicked the light off. Next thing I know, Trapper goes and he jumps up onto the bed. Next thing I know, I hear Mary go after him. And I was like, that's it. You're out of here, cat. I gave her the foot to the butt and scooted her off the bed. I was like, this is not your spot. This is Trapper's spot. It's been Trapper's spot for a long time. She used to sleep on the pillow right next to me. I was like, what happened? The pillow not next to me not good enough for you no more? No, it's not, because I got tired of her every time I woke up, and she didn't like me being in her face. If I was rolled over towards her, if I woke up, she would in my face. In my face. And I was like, nope. Get out of here. Not having it, chica. Not having it. Little puto pendejo. So yeah, Cat is about ready to be kicked out of the bed, kicked out of the bedroom. I'm gonna start shutting my door. She can sleep someplace else because her shenanigans with the bed, bull poop, pooky pucky, is getting very old. Pooky pucky, that's a good one. So when I'm done here, I'm gonna go take my butt to bed. Maybe I'll do a little bit of drawing while I'm laying in bed, trying to relax. Yo, I've been enjoying drawing a lot. I don't know why I'm whispering, but I've been enjoying drawing a lot. And every day I work on a project. So there for a while I was drawing stuff, and I was going on the internet and I was taking images off the internet to draw, just to give me, some inspiration on what I should draw. I'm not calling it my art, because I did, kind of outline the general vicinity of the object that I was drawing, but everything else that was put into the drawing was actually from me. So, like, I added a lot of different things that wasn't on there. But anyways, so I decided that I'm not going to be taking any images off the internet and drawing them anymore. Is going to be pull out me sketching out an image and drawing it and tracing it out and coloring it in. That way it's 100% my art. I did one the other night. I was drawing a mushroom. I don't know why. I love mushrooms. I've always liked mushrooms. And it's just one of those things. It was just like mushrooms. I like mushrooms. They play tricks on your brain, though. Don't do drugs, kids. So I was like, all right, let me draw a mushroom. And I was drawing this little mushroom dude. And I was like, you know what? This little dude needs a freaking knife. For some reason, he needs a knife. So I gave him a knife that's like 3 times the size that he is. It turned out really cool. I like it. I'm so high I could speak Swahili. 4 is 4. That's a song that is on Instagram and YouTube and everywhere else. And I keep hearing it in these little stories or shorts. And it gets stuck in my head. My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. Both of those songs. I'm just like, I probably should go and look for these songs and download them or buy them so I can listen to them whenever I would like. Because they are hilarious. I did a little bit of rap back in the day. Do you remember any of the rap that you did? Yeah. My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. Oh, man. It's too much fun. But, let's see. Anything else going on this week? I don't think so. Let me get a drink real quick. I got a dry throat for some reason. All right. Are you guys ready to finish this? What do you want, sexy boy? What? What you want? What you want? What you want? What you really, really want? Do I have something for you? I think I do. I don't have a clue where it's at. What? Do you hear me talking? Is that what you're telling? He's like, what's going on, Dad? I can hear something talking. Okay, so we got the trap do boy. It's this here. No, stop. 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 Come here. Come here. See how swollen that is? Right here. It's horrible. I hate it. Alright, so let's get back to this whipping chat, shall we? I don't remember what I was talking about before I left to go get a drink. I know I paused for a second. Got a drink, and then Trapper Doo decided that he wanted to come and beg for a treat and make me give him a treat, but I figured you guys would like to see him. He doesn't seem to be doing horrible with his ear. I mean, I just feel guilty because I don't have the money to go spend $500 just for him to be seen at a vet. They said it's not going to kill him. If anything, by the time his vet appointment comes, it'll be gone. And I'm hoping. Get back here, you little runaway diamond. Little runaway diamond. Well, I don't really know what else to talk about, and I don't really want to take up the rest of you guys' day. So thanks for coming back to the channel once again and hanging out with me. Don't forget, if you guys are interested in some extra lives from me, I go live on Writing with Fire YouTube channel, which is my second channel for all of my wood burning. I go live there Wednesday nights. And I also go live on Twitch on Wednesday nights. So if you're interested in some extra lives, come on over to Writing with Fire or my Twitch. He always lays down so bloody hard. I feel like he's gonna hurt himself. He just like folds his feet out from underneath of him and just drops to the ground. I'm like, goodness gracious, dog. Well, I think he's comfortable because he's sprawled out. So I put in for my deer tag that I want, so hopefully I will get drawn for my tag that I want. And as of right now, my brother was supposed to be going to Colorado this year to hunt, but they didn't get drawn for the tag this year. So he will not be hunting Colorado, so that means we'll be hunting Cali more, which is cool because now my uncle, my dad, me, and possibly my brother's old lady will all have a tag for the same zone, so we can just go ride around together and go looking for deer together. Big group event. They gotta watch out for me, though. Because I'm like a sniper. I'll jump out of the truck and take a kneel on the ground, and I'll start letting... I was gonna say lead, but you're not allowed to use lead in California no more for ammunition, so I'll let the copper fly. Last year, or 2 years ago, my brother was like, "Dad, there's a buck, get out and shoot it." I practically step out of the back of the Jeep, I kneel down on one knee, throw my gun up in my arm, and I pulled off the trigger. And my dad was like, "What the hell? I was gonna shoot him." And I said, "Well, snooze you lose. I mean, like, you're an hour late." He was starting to run away. Sniper hawk. But anyways, I'll let you guys go. Let you guys have a wonderful day. Get back to your day. I hope you have a fantastic week. It is a couple of more days until the weekend, and I'm looking forward to the weekend. I always look forward to the weekend because I have the weekends off, and that's the best thing about it. I don't know where the diamond came from. It's supposed to be in that area. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for coming back once again. Don't forget to go follow me on my second channel and my Twitch. Check out Patreon. And thank you for coming back once again. And as always, have peace, have love, and respect for all. And if you are new here, don't forget to hit the like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later. Don't forget that bell. Bye, y'all.